Good evening and welcome to my second World of Warcraft live stream on YouTube. Building up that in a library of content, I guess. For the first time, this is a premiere using my new YouTube overlay, which looks totally like my old Twitch overlay, but it is rewritten from scratch. It's backend based in all kinds of stuff that is totally uninteresting to you guys, but I'm just saying, you know, I will continue working on this, and hopefully I will get to a position where I have a bit more interactive overlay that I can control from my monitor computer and do a bit more with it. But so far it will update and show all YouTube subscribers, of which there aren't that many right now. But you know, gotta start somewhere. Again, I'm on my Shadow Priest, playing through World of Warcraft Legion, and I've asked around to my guild, and my god, I'm not the only one that feels totally overwhelmed by everything that you can do in Legion. I guess with the drought of content that was Warlords of Draenor, Blizzard felt like giving us now such an amount of things to do that there really is no complaining. And I mean, this is still the first quarter of the, you know, calendar-wise, the first quarter of this expansion. So I don't know what this will feel like after a year or so. But for now, oh god, there is so much to do. And I'm not even raid ready. I think, let me bring the interface back. Yeah, I'm item level 801. So I'm reading about people that have 840 or something for raiding, so I'm definitely not ready for raiding. And I frankly, I don't know when I will be, because right now I'm playing this game really laid back, and I'm not really rushing into the raiding experience, so that's that for now. My artifact weapon, I think, is now at level 17, so I got my first, if you want, ultimate feature. I still don't know what it will do exactly. Can I see my artifact weapon? I don't think so. I think I need to have like an artifact item or something that I can then use to actually open up the artifact screen. And maybe there is a shortcut. Haven't found it yet. So that said, I still need to get my daily shadow item here. It's in the Sanctuary of the Void. I still have a little item left, or two. Yeah, the Vial of Dark Shadows and the Rune of Darkness. I mean, it's a nice feat to have one of these items. For example, the Vial of Dark Shadows I can only have one of, so I will use one. And I can't pick up the other one. Thanks, Obama. So, yeah, those are nice little things. For example, the Faceless one is a great tank that you can use every now and then. I don't know what you will get on the holy side of it. It's a nice little thing. I don't know if I will keep it though. So if I go to this guy right here, we'll face in right now. The alternative would be the pain suppression ability for all missions, granting a chance for a random troop to not take 1 vitality damage. Could be nice, because the thing is, right now with this other perk I have, the communal living, I have one more zealot and acolyte more than I usually would have, so losing one doesn't hurt me as much. And I haven't, you know, maybe I need to unpack the calculator and find out what you know, at the end of the day, what will be more efficient, you know? Having one more troop and then just recruiting new ones, or having them survive for once more. Frankly, I don't know. So let's check up on my followers, because I have a healing item here somewhere. There you go, Band of Zealots. They're more expensive, so let's heal them up again. Another troop that I could heal? No, not right now. So anyone I should update? Probably this guy, because as a shadow, he's currently my go-to bodyguard. So He's having Holy Nova, which is really great as a instant damage and damage debuff. And then he has Light's Guardian, you know, which means, what does it say? Increases success chance of missions by 50% when accompanied by a group. Oh yeah, that's for missions. But as a combat ally, he's also healing me up. So that combined with the two-piece set bonus of my priest set means that I have really quick recovery out of combat. So that was that. Anything else I can do here right now? No. As I said, I'm still a bit overwhelmed of all the options and all the things that I could do. You see all the fish that I have here and all the food that you need to do, because you need to effectively use the food that is available to you to level up, and then you need to use food to gain new recipes. And am I overwhelmed? Maybe a bit. Definitely. So it tells me that I shall do something. Oh, I need to give supplies. That's it. Yeah. About that.
How may I help you?
That is the holy quest.
Shadow guide you.
That is for the other stuff. Yeah.
Let us get to work.
So yeah, I'm now at the point where this temple is about to be attacked by the Burning Legion, so I need to prepare the temple, and I've spoken to the paladins, who said that they would help us, so now I have to gather resources and do some missions to trigger that event. Fair enough. Also, in the Illidan questline, I just witnessed his fall at the Black Temple, which is funny. I will replay it now. Let's see if I'm gonna win it or not, because the funny thing about this encounter is that it puts you, and this is spoiler alert by the way, if you haven't done this quest line, you shouldn't watch. I possibly should have said that before, shouldn't I? Effectively what this does is you play as Illidan, as the raid boss, with obviously much higher texture resolution on him than the environment, against a raid group. You see the usual raid player who jumps back and forth on the back. You know, here is me. That's my character, because I finished this once. So as a bonus, you will be placed next to this Eridar right there. So you see how they place the raid markers, and then you read here, you are not prepared. That's what I said. Here's a, if the glyph drops, can I have it? Engaging in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they already pulled at 3, and this is, I think Johnny's AFK, and Johnny is indeed AFK. So, Johnny awesome, he's AFK. Let me target the healers first. Is he a healer? I don't know. Let's kill the healers first. Is that a healer? I think it's a healer. Yeah, it's a healer. Kill them first. Let's not behave at all like any raid boss. And I think if I'm able to target the tank, it will say something like, I'm strangely compelled to attack him, or something. And also here's an enrage. There's an ability, it's on the enrage time of 15 minutes. I mean, there are so many little details that you totally misdirect the tank. There you go. There's so many little details that you get when you actually have been raiding. Molten armor, commanding shout, yeah, I don't know. Penance. That guy sucks. Let's do some group damage here. Go. I mean, this scenario is not really hard. What is interesting is how many battle reses they have, because they have a lot. So yeah, that's a fun little thing. You just shoot out of your eyeballs and do shitloads of damage. Anyone else around? Let's see. Manning shout. What about him? Oh, they're all dead. Johnny AFK is still AFK. Let's kill Johnny Awesome, who's AFK. I let him live, just for the fun of it. He's AFK. That would be fun, you know.
Who shall be next to taste my blades?
Unleash the hatred of 10,000 years. Well, let's do it.
Of the demon within.
Still on a 15-minute rage timer. Oh, and they're alive again. Why? That's a mage. You die. There you go. So yeah, don't wonder you're not actually supposed to win this because actually he didn't win this.
Their fury pales before mine, Illidan. We have some unsettled business between us.
How is it even possible?
Ah, my long hunt is finally over. Today, justice will be done.
Oh, that was me. I killed me. No! I didn't see that at first. And Johnny Awesome is still alive. And interestingly, there's no way that you're gonna kill Maiev. Or Maiev? I don't know. She's just standing there and you're taking damage. And, you know, the scenario is not perfect, but I think it's a nice little touch that you get to see his defeat from his point of view. Especially with all the little details of the raid markers and all the little things as on a typical raid. And you see there was the res. And the party being rezzed. And that's more or less it. And as far as I saw, there's nothing happening now, so you can kind of either quit and leave the vehicle or like this button. So yeah, it's a nice little scenario. It's a nice little touch from Blizzard to reenact an actual raid there. I could imagine that some people might miss that, so there it was playback style. So any other missions that I could do right now with my followers? Let's see. See, in the mobile app, at least it tells you which guys are available for a mission, but right now nobody is. So let's check the map, what's what with regards to Global Quest. So in 11 hours, the Wardens are over, so I need to complete 2 Wardens quests. That's what we're gonna do. Especially as we have Sign of the Emissary, so world quests give more reputation bonus. But first, let's find a mailbox. Ah, there's the recovered item. Very well, Blizzard. So, some auctions were successful. Let's open them all. Some gold, but the crystallizing mana nobody wanted to have. Fair enough. Leave them in the mailbox for now. And here's the quest. Tribe of Felfire. It's not actually there. It's here. Maybe you can get them at both. Because...
King's honor, friend.
yeah, Trial of Hellfire, that's too expensive. I can't do that right now. What is he doing? Oh, he's Horde. That's why. So, no quest in Dalaran, so let's check 2 Warden's World quests. So, in Azuna... is that the Wardens? No, but that guy is there. There's a world boss. Where are Wardens quests? There is Wardens. Dreamweavers, the Wardens. I mean, I have to remember that I still haven't finished questing in Suramar, you know, to add insult to injury. I haven't even done all that. But there's Warden's quest, so... you know, these world quests are the worst thing that Blizzard could have done, because to me it's like, oh my god, here's things that I need to finish, and here's things that I need to finish, and here are more things, and what the hell? I'd love to do everything at once, because that's one of your best incomes. Oh, and Brewfest is going on. I haven't done anything about that yet, and I think it's soon over. See, Brewfest ends tomorrow, so... oh my god. So much stuff to do, and let's check world events, Brewfest. Is there any achievement? Thank god, no special achievement that I could miss, so at least that part of me.
Hello.
Won't be driven crazy. So let's go to that world boss. So yeah, one thing that just came to mind is maybe I should add my UI setup to the video description, because that will come up. I'm not using the Guild Wars 2 UI, I tried it, but I didn't really like it, and it didn't have enough options for my taste. It's a very well implemented UI, so whoever did that, I mean, amazing work to just port another game's UI to World of Warcraft. It's a nice job, no question about it.
For you in this area. Be vigilant.
But then again, you have to admit that World of Warcraft's UI system is quite comprehensive. So there's lots of stuff that you can do. But currently my favorite setup is using more or less a stock elf UI with some little extras here and there, you know, the visual aura timers, enhanced micro menu and so on. And most skins actually deactivated, because I like actually the texture work that they put into this. So you have the texture work and the little touches and flourishes, and especially world map, and you have these breadcrumbs here, and I actually like that. It adds to the flavor of the game. The same here with the quest tracker. And that I like to keep, but then I like that the rest of the game, the gamey parts of it, they stay out of focus. So you have these very clear, flat shaded chat windows, my action bars that can auto hide, and they keep at the border of the game how the unit frames even hide. Here you see the unit frames hiding when I'm not targeting anything, and even then they stay below this line, so to speak. So until this line is all interface based, and all the rest is more or less screen real estate. And I actually like that. So let's find a group for this guy, which should be under questing. He's called Withered Jim. So let's jump down. It should be below. At least that's what this says. Jim, Azuna, sign up. Instantly invited. The problem is that I still have no clue where he's supposed to be. Ah, probably up there. So, time to pull out the water strider. I think I know the way because it's probably the mob in this little cave with all the wooden signs in front of it. That was a nice touch. There you go. And I was right. There he is. We're probably all gonna be dying a lot, just like with the other world boss that I fought recently. And so it begins. He just has 77 million hit points, so what can happen? Seriously. Could have downed a flask before, but it didn't. Yeah, that was smart. Have I mentioned that I don't feel raid ready at the moment? So I'm guessing with an increasing amount of people raiding or doing mythic dungeons, of course the item levels and the damage output will increase. But I think Blizzard is prepared to do this because apparently they use the scaling technology that they've introduced for the normal questing. They use it in many other areas of the game, which is quite nice because it means that even though you start attacking an enemy and he's quite hard, but when somebody joins in, he automatically scales up, or if a player with a higher level engages, it all scales. It's seamless, it's easy, it's fun, so it's effectively the technology they used for flex raiding applied to the whole outer world of the game, so it's really nice.
Beware.
And there's a bonus
like
roll.
a true warden.
What did I get? I don't know. Yay, gold. So that was the world boss. Fair enough. So let's see what's the next thing we want to do. Court of Forennes. Something here from the Wardens. That's one. Oh, they have a glow. That's nice. But I need to quest in Suramar, so there are some Wardens quests here anyway. And I can port over there directly. Ha. Here we are.
Greetings.
So these guys need some mana again.
I shall never grow accustomed to that.
You may speak. Luciana Shaldora.
Oh, creatures. They're all totally fucked if they don't get the mana, so let's give it to them, because it gives you, of course, it gives you buffs for Suramar, so why not?
Anar Amenos. No. Oh, it is you. Thank you, Outlander.
So, what to do? I know there are 2 quests up here that I had to abandon, so I have some free slots in my quest log. So I will probably do this one outside first. So let's port upstairs. So eat something. There we go, well fed. Where's my bodyguard? Oh, up there, very well. In case you didn't know, he's Light Incarnate. Oh god, 25 of those. That will be... ugh. At least the hit points are manageable, so it's not that bad of a quest, and you can actually pull some of them together, throw some dots on them. And they're actually hurting pretty much. If they're, you know... 3 of them, they can hurt. So... But not enough. So that was that. There's another one. So that's about half of them. And there's a quest right in front of me. There you go.
I must get back. I will not last long out here.
Okay. Find a smuggler who can smuggle people back in. That shouldn't be too hard.
Far away.
20 more? 6. Okay. Three left. You see, that's the beauty of having Soul as my bodyguard with me. Is if he fires this holy fire on the enemies, they instantly take a huge damage hit, and then usually I can already finish them off with Shadow Word Death or something. And there's a mana crystal. That's it. Now we can continue with the first world quest. Oh no, that's not it. So let's go up there, because there are further also world quests, one of them for the wardens. So I think I should be able to pick up some more quests there. And oh my, 2 of 11 chapters, so I still have a big chunk of the Suramar story ahead of me. Still can fly, and honestly I haven't checked the Pathfinder achievement yet. But considering that I haven't even finished Suramar yet, that would be futile anyway. So now it's just straight up north. I mean, you have to give it to Blizzard. This zone looks lovely. I mean, those trees and everything. Of course, the advances in technology and what they can do have a lot to do with it. Because I don't think back when they created, was it Silver Moon? Silver Moon, yeah. Back when they created Silver Moon, of course, they didn't have the technology available that they have at their disposal now, so of course they can do a lot more than they used to. And so of course you have a lot more grass and, you know, more laboratories and everything. So that was the quest person.
I am listening. May the stars guide you.
What? Ugh. Ugh. Okay, doing them one by one it is. It's not perfect, but yeah.
I am light incarnate.
Oh god, I hated this. These are the... oh yeah, these are the stun guys. Oh, it's something I can interrupt. Very well. Only problem is that my silence spell has a 2-minute cooldown.
We fight for the light. There he is, 2.1 mil. That's absolutely doable. And that was actually much easier than expected. Poor Night Sabers, being petrified sucks. Petrification sucks, y'all. Okay, so that was the one quest, and now we take on the other two, one by one. Hoping to finish the storylines that are here. What's that? Is that a normal? Yeah, that was a normal mob. So somehow I was able to go through those. Only aggroed him. Ah, damn it. Couldn't silence his gaze.
Hello. Be careful. Good luck, friend.
So the eye gives me artifact power, as expected. Now this will be fun. That would have been actually the wrong one. This faceless one is awesome. I mean, he's doing most of the work for me and I can just stand back and cast my little spells. So awesome. It's like back in vanilla WoW when as a priest I used to level with another tank, which was an actual tank, it was a warrior back then. And then people said, yeah, warriors, you know, did you know that priests have pets? I'm like, no, I didn't. And they say, well, you got one right there. So warriors were the pets of the priests, because with your smite and, you know, holy fire and so on, you could do some damage, but it was really... It was bad. It was bad. I mean, I played and leveled through vanilla as a holy priest, and without the aid of a warrior, that would have been totally impossible. Unbearable. So, when I turned 60, I went raiding. Of course, I was one of the main healers. And then when Burning Crusade came out, I'd chosen to focus on university work, so I finished my exams and so on. So when I got back into World of Warcraft with Burning Crusade, of course my guild was way ahead of me, which meant... There you go. Which meant that I had to play more or less on my own. Because my guildmates were, at that time, you know, that was Burning Crusade, people were focused with getting the attunements for all the raids and dungeons and so on. You know, all this attunement. There was a lot of grinding back then, so of course they were focused on that and, you know, didn't really have a lot of time to help a level 61 player to power level through the Burning Crusade. And then I myself lost interest and... you know, moved more towards casual playstyle. So that said, LFR was a godsend to me because I never really wanted to put in the time or spend so much time on raiding. Which actually changed with Siege of Orgrimmar.
May the stars guide you.
Okay. Which changed with Siege of Orgrimmar, because, you know, that's when LFR appeared on the scene and allowed me to, because I like the lore and always hated missing out on the story elements of raids, and with LFR you don't necessarily get the best loot, but you get to enjoy the story and the lore of it, which is actually nice.
Hello. Be careful.
So all that is left is to combine the blessings into the ritual hand bundle and imbue the moonwell. Once that is done, Mayura Mayruna will add a little water from a purified moonwell, and this land will be protected. Okay.
Yay, a fresh moon well.
I am honored. Go in peace.
There you go.
Vishnu Allah. Farewell.
So she wants me to find something there, but I actually found that person already because I got that quest of her. But now 10 hours left. Why not? Let's do those. Let's do those quests.
The Felderoi were elves once. Now they are monsters, birthed in the chaotic energies of the failing Arkandor. They must be eradicated.
For the light, we fight. For the light.
We must bolster our ranks. Seek out the withered and soothe their rage. I will beckon them to Shalaran.
That's easy enough. Ugh. Four left. Oh god, I need to go down there. I hate it down there. Ugh. Well, things you do for quest rewards. So wasn't there a pool of water somewhere down there? I think so. If all fails, you still have levitation.
Fine work.
There you go.
I have no doubt that each of them would be proud to help our cause.
Come closer, my friends, into the void zone. You know, the funny thing is, I don't hate the academy because of all the spiders. I don't have any issue with spiders. It's more or less that you aggro something every second step you make. It's like you can't really just take a stroll through the academy. There's always something attacking you. Then again, it's World of Warcraft and not World of Strollcraft, so I get it.
Beware.
4.3, yeah, why the hell not? Let's attack her. Just silence you, so you can't do your stupid chords. Come over here, me lady, thank you. And she's down. Piece of cake. Oh, there's the third one. Yeah, they changed tab targeting for some reason. I haven't really figured out what they changed it to. All I know is that I'm not fully, you know, haven't fully adapted yet. Sometimes it's like I'm tabbing through targets and then not the targets that I expected come up. So that's weird. Then you really have to check, okay, is that actually the target that I want? Before you pull something that neither you nor the group actually wanted. Spiderlings, how wonderful. Prepare to die. So was that all? Yeah, I think that was all webbed victims. But what else does Yale Walker Ferodin want from me? Oh, Falderai. Killing Falderai.
Do not
Piece of
mourn
cake.
for them. They are a mistake that must be corrected. Greetings.
Seed of Hope, what's that quest about? Oh, become honored with a nightfall. Fair enough. So let's find the way upstairs again. Because the way upstairs is here. So you use the webs. Easy enough. We'll constantly aggro something, but at this point, especially with that bodyguard, not a problem.
So we go upstairs here. Move up here. Go up here. And we're back at the top. Where to next? Over there, and I think for that I need to ride through here. Can I get there from here? I mean, there are several ways. Of course, you can go through Telenor, but that should be a quicker way. Oh, you're so cute. Alright, let's go there. So I think I will take that path. If I'm able to get upstairs again somehow, I think this is a probable path. Yeah. Oh my, yes. Okay. Oh, no. Shit. No. Damn it. Ah, finally. Players and the environment, a never-ending story of hate and betrayal.
Any lucky doos you like.
We fight for the light. I cleanse this world. My power
Suramar. Its noble citizens, greedily slurping at their world's very lifeblood.
Alright, so here we are, finally.
The Wardens are now few in number, yet justice must not rest, friend. Aid us in dispatching this foul creature. Show the people of this land that the Wardens remain ever vigilant.
Oh, those bubbles again. I remember that from another, I don't know if it was a world quest, but you somehow had to move from bubble to bubble. But I don't know if that's the case here as well. These self-supply engines seem to be following some sort of pattern. I wonder where they lead. Why do you find... Oh, find out. So... any way I can get into them, or do I need to follow them? So I don't know if this is the correct way to go about it, but... well... at least this worked. That was easy. So now on to the next one. Oh, yeah, 30 million. 13. That's a bit much for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, of course. Spawn more ads. Definitely surviving this longer than I expected.
Well struck, like a true
There we go.
warden.
Destroy them.
And the battle rages on. Now this will be fun. Boom.
Your timing is impeccable. The moon guard.
Oh
will
yeah,
soon be
there
done.
was a quest here. And that is definitely better than the item I have right now.
Undo Falador.
That one isn't. It has less haste, but I need haste. I don't need mastery so much, so maybe next time. That's artifact power, ancient mana. I think I should be good. What is this doing?
I defend.
Oversight. That's interesting. So let's move along. Boom. Except for that one. That was a lot of loot. Is there anything in here? Chest or something? Not that I see it. So let's move ahead because I want to go up there. Wait for this group and the other one. Boom. Two, one. Let's have some fun. Oh, that's too close. That's too close. Please die. Please die. Oh, thank God I had this bubble. Oh, come on, really? So what's this world quest all about? Nightborn Forest. Okay. I need to get back in here. 3, 2, 1.
Elisand must not be allowed to pillage the secrets of the Moonguard.
And we're done. Now, if I remember correctly, I had a teleporter up there. So let's try to push through. Yeah, that wasn't the smartest choice, I guess. But I survived it. Told you so. There's a portal. Because I'm done up here. So I can go back there directly. There we go.
Aran Arcana. Suramar must be free.
Nope. Nope. Wasn't there something else I got? Order resources, leylight shards. Huh, there we go. I've never used the Flight Master's whistle before. Maybe I should. So, I think I got all that covered. What is this? Oh yeah, tailoring 800. So, what's next for me? Who are the wardens?
Where is the Warden's representative? There. Okay. So next thing is Kirin Tor. Do I got any Kirin Tor stuff here? Nope. But, well, I still have 1 day left, so I think I could do it tomorrow. I already got one down. So let's focus on the normal quests, which is I will fly over there and do these quests. Sounds like a plan. So let's port back upstairs. Jill Exchange, Felanar. Felanar is there. Moongod Stronghold is I don't know where. Oh, it's there. Lunastre Estate. I think that's here somewhere. It's upstairs. That's the one I haven't found. That's Telenor. And Telenor was there. So yeah. This one it is. Find the Flight Master. On, so we want to go to the Crimson Thicket, which is there. Interestingly enough, the flight map already showed me some details of Stormheim that I haven't uncovered yet. So as with the expansions before, I actually turned 110 or max level, if you want to call it that, about halfway through the quest areas, which isn't really special because I think it has been this way ever since, I think, Cataclysm. Ever since they streamlined the quest experience, it has become easier, and you're not necessarily grinding through quests and areas to get the, the goddamn experience points you need to finally get to max level. In that sense, Blizzard is funneling you into end level content much quicker than ever before. Which in the past meant that sometimes, depending on how quickly you arrived there, it was really easy to finish the other quest areas. Because they weren't necessarily tuned for max level, except for that one zone that was the max level zone. In Legion, this has changed somewhat due to the fact that everything can be a max level zone, because as I said, they adapted the scaling technology from flex rating to the whole game world, more or less. So those enemies all here are level 110. They are because this is Surama. It's the one designated level 110 area. But that's why they can do these world quests, because wherever you go, enemies are at your level. They are still challenge.
And the great thing about this is also that once you turn max level, you still notice how through better gear, it actually becomes easier. So when in the past you really struggled to dish out the damage to kill some of the mobs, and now in a situation like this where a second one, where you have an ad, that was more or less the end of leisurely questing, where it's okay, now I have to work to survive. Now it's like, okay, that's easy peasy, I can kill him, and sure, I was down 75%, but then my out of combat regeneration is quick enough, and it's all easy. And so in fact you notice that you're getting stronger, and it's easier to do these daily quests. And so of course at first they feel like a chore because they are hard. They require some work from you. So how do I get there? Maybe this way here? I don't know. Doesn't really, or does it? Okay, this now is not your average environmental mob anymore. These guys are a bit harder hitting. That little guy's hurting. So he's about dead, and I'm more or less healed up already. Sucks to be him. That was number one. The two's over there. Can I get by? Yeah. Still enough slots in my inventory. Die, outsider. They're all a bit xenophobic, these guys, you know?
I defend the we fight for the light.
So something I learned as a Shadow Priest in Legion is that the best course of action is to just do more damage than your opponent. Kill him before you die. It's as simple as that. And that was a close call. So where's the quest lady? She's down there somewhere. Well, that's one way to do it, you know, tell an outsider to kill your opponents and then claim leadership of your tribe. Well played. I'm supposed to locate someone, so let's highlight that quest. Ah, Naga. Is there something more wonderful than the Naga? Actually, about the Naga. It remains to be seen how much of this was actually Madsen's plan all along. But there have been some interesting theories about what is actually happening around this in World of Warcraft Legion. That came up primarily on Reddit, but I guess they have been propping up in other gaming forums as well. Mainly that this is not like Azeroth versus the Burning Legion or the Return of the Legion, but this is more or less a war that is being fought on 3 fronts. And after I talk to this guy, let's continue with this. No! I've been disconnected. So, give me a second to reconnect. Also, let me restart my overlay. That worked well, I think. Yeah, that looks well. Yeah, it's one of those things that you normally can't plan for, but that happened. So let's just restart the client again. Please work. Please do work. Pretty please. Ah, thank God. So, about the Naga and about fighting on 3 fronts. So, the fan theories that are, you know, that you can read on and up on the forums and on the internet is that this is a war that is being fought on 3 fronts because you have the Burning Legion and you have us on Azeroth, but you also have like a power faction or a power that is always has been, you know, working in the background and not really been at the forefront of everything. But that has had a huge influence on our lives as beings on Azeroth and to Azeroth and everything about it. And if I can piece it together correctly, what we have here is the fact that the old gods, you know, Ishari, Yogg-Saron, and who was the Sethun, you know, all these very Lovecraftian guys, You know, they actually have been placed on Azeroth by the Void Lords. You know, they come from the Void, which makes sense. You know, with regards to this little artifact here called Xalatath, the Blade of the Black Empire, which, as a Shadow Priest, wielding this artifact weapon allows you to see and experience certain things in the game that other players don't. Spoiler alert: there is something that you're able to see and witness. After you finish the Emerald Dream raid, that probably only, I think, Shadow Priest and there was another class are able to see. Little Easter egg is also in there. Watch it on YouTube if you like. So the story or the idea goes that the old gods have been placed on Azeroth, and that Azeroth as a planet is more or less a Titan. I mean, that's what the King of the Dwarves more or less says after he has awoken from his diamond slumber. And every world that the Titans created has something like a world soul. And the problem was that the world soul of Azeroth was corrupted by the old gods, or by the Void Lords, which are more or less the enemies of the Titans. That created Azeroth and other planets to, you know, create order. You know, the Titans are more or less the lords of order. And the problem is, with Ishari, they try to just remove the infection, so to speak, that the old gods manifested themselves out on Azeroth. So when they plucked Ishari out of the planet, you know, that effectively created the Well of Eternity, because at the place where they plucked away Ishari, you know, the problem is, Ishari was manifesting itself in the land. That's what we fought against in Mists of Pandaria. You know, the fact of killing or plucking, taking away, ripping out an old god from Azeroth created this manifestation of his being in the land itself, and it also created the Well of Eternity. Because there was this idea that the Well of Eternity that we know here in the center, no, that's the Maelstrom, but the Well of Eternity, was it somewhere here? I mean, it was in the center of everything, you know. And there was also the idea that the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, you know, Eternal Blossom was because the waters that were going through Pandaria, and there was a spring here that had somehow the same effect as the Well of Eternity. And then all of a sudden you had, like here in Palfin Village, you had these fish people that suddenly became intelligent beings, and that's more or less the same what happened to the trolls that lived close to the Well of Eternity and then turned into the Night Owls. So I'm simplifying this a lot, and there could be smaller mistakes in there. If you want to know more, read Know Your Lore on Blizzard Watch. So where was I? Yeah, they plucked away Ishari, and then they noticed they couldn't do this, which is the reason why they imprisoned Satoon. And was it Yogg-Saron? Yeah, they imprisoned these guys because they knew they couldn't pluck them away from the earth. They couldn't just kill them. So they were still part of Azeroth, but as such, they made this world soul impure. And the problem is that because it's impure, Sargeras wants to kill us so he can reset Azeroth, or he can cleanse Azeroth. The problem is that we, as living beings, maybe not the Night Elves specifically, because they evolved, as I said, from the trolls, and trolls are native to Azeroth. The problem is that, look at these guys here, and look at the humans, and look at the dwarves, and all these guys, they're effectively beings that evolved from the original beings made out of stone, and the Rakul, who are then infected by the curse of flesh. So they're effectively beings of flesh and blood, because the old gods cursed them. So they are part of the infestation of Azeroth. So that's why this planet needs to be cleansed, because not only have the old gods manifested here, but also because now there are beings running around on this goddamn planet that are more or less the result of the infestation of the old gods. So Sargeras, who, you know, was driven crazy by the fact that there was no way he could keep the order that he was supposed to keep. You could say he turned crazy, but instead he knew, okay, I can't keep the order, so instead I destroy everything, because if there's nothing there, nothing can be infested, or nothing can be made unpure. So
And there are certain hints dropped here and there that we more or less, by, you know, gathering the 5 pillars of creation, we might be creating a weapon against the Burning Legion, but the problem is that the old gods might be a bigger problem for us. And that we should be fighting the old gods instead, but that the Burning Legion, you know, they take no prisoners. They're not willing to cooperate. They don't say, hey, you guys wanna help us fight the old gods, because to them we're a manifestation of the old gods. We're part of the problem. In a cosmic scale, we're just, you know, little amoeba on you know, the world soul that is Azeroth, which supposedly is a titan in and of itself. So we are fighting the Legion because the Legion tries to destroy us, but the problem is the Legion is attacking or trying to destroy us because the old gods have manifested Azeroth, and we're kind of like, there's no way to kill them or to eradicate them, but to kill the planet, because they're already so much, you know, they've become one with the planet. The interesting ideas that was raised in some of the discussions is that the beings on Azeroth, effectively, are the ones that can withstand the infestation the best. I mean, you saw what happened in Ulduar. Yeah, you saw what happened in Ulduar, where throughout the years the whispers of the old god drove even the Titan and the Titan Watchers crazy. And it draw Deathwing crazy. It was the old gods who whispered to Queen Ashara and promised her lots of power, which made her, you know, give in, and made her and her maidens into this. The Naga. Which are twisted beings imbued with power by an old god that was whispering to Ashara when she was drowning with her maidens at the end of the War of the Ancients. When Sagaris was just about to step into the world, and the War of Ancients was won by collapsing the portal that she created on the Well of Eternity. And it is a compelling theory because everything is so connected. As I said, you see here the Naga are connected to Ashara, which is connected to an old god, and then the fact that we have beings of blood and flesh is connected to the old gods, and then you have the old gods being the eternal enemies, or like the tools employed by the enemies of the Titans, and then you have infighting within the Titans, Sagaris against the Pantheon. And actually, there are some whispers in the Emerald Nightmare. There are some whispers to be heard, and they have been transcribed on most gaming sites now, which also give you some hints about this. Hints about, for example, using the Pillars of Creation might maybe stop the Burning Legion, but then on the other hand it might also open a way for the old gods to finally win, or, you know, we don't know what if this is true or will happen, but as I said, it's a compelling theory, and it shows how over the years Blizzard has managed to combine all kinds of stories and mythologies into World of Warcraft. When you have their own thing with the Naga, then you have the Lovecraftian stuff with the old gods, then you have a bit of the Norse pantheon with Odin and Thor and the Rakul themselves and their gods. Is it worth it? No. Why can't I disenchant it? Oh, anyway. There we go. But yeah, that's part of the reason why sometimes I like to stop and actually read the quest texts. Especially with Legion being really heavy on the lore. There are some big well-known characters that have been killed off. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last stream, but people have coined this the Game of Thrones expansion. Rightly so, I must add. Because Blizzard is not afraid to kill off fan favorites. Still a bit shocked that they killed off the Dreamer. As a quest boss, nonetheless. Lots of people have also complained about this. But then again, you know, some people on the forums have said, I mean, at the end of the day, she was corrupted by a corrupted tier of a loon. So, you know, that's one hell of an artifact. So, considering that all the dragon aspects are in a weakened state after the defeat of Deathwing,
I have many,
it wouldn't be so
wares.
surprising.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
So, let's play some search and rescue. Is anyone up there, or are all downstairs? I don't know. So let's clean it up. So, where is he? Oh, straight ahead. That's fair. So, nobody to free here. So I guess they're all downstairs. Yes, they are. So let's drop down. It's the quickest way. Ah, damn it. Let's recover some health. So let's clean up the room. Number 1. Little ad. That. These two jokers. And he's down. Oh, the next cage is probably up there. So let's see if I can squeeze by this guy. Answer is yes, but not by this guy. Oh, that guy doesn't look too healthy. You mongrel of Fenrir. So third one should be over here. Yeah. Let's ignore the rest. Is there a chest somewhere? No. No chests. Okay. Let's get the hell out.
sniveling pig! Away! Begone!
So, the bonfire. Let's start it.
Virganak!
May your soul find its place in Valhallas. Well, what that is, you know, being coined of, named after. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
And don't come back!
Nope, nothing in here.
I am light incarnate. I am light incarnate. Evil and beyond!
So for some reason my overlay didn't properly update. I mitigated that by enabling and disabling it, so probably have to fix this. But nevertheless, I will continue with the quest. So my good pal Old Nerd TV just subscribed to my channel, so if you should watch this video later on via the VR function or because it's on my channel and you are not following him yet, do so right now. Go over there, follow his channel. I think he's I'm following him myself, so follow him. I will wait here for you to come back once you know, subscribe to his channel, and also subscribe to him on Twitch for that matter. So there's a group that's always good. The good thing is that in Legion they really expanded the shared loot system, so if it's not really like an important enemy and he's not tapped or something, anybody even not in a group can start doing damage on an enemy, and then you just have shared loot. Which is really convenient because it doesn't mean that you need to group up to participate in a quest or something. So everybody's doing their quests and everybody's, you know, attacking mobs. Everybody can loot quest stuff. It's really great. You could lament that, you know, in the old days that you actually had to group up and do these quests together. But in a sense, the players have spoken. The way that players play this game and want to play this game is, you know, players have decided how they want to play it. Blizzard more or less accommodates this playstyle. Says, okay, if that's the way you want to play this game, then, you know, let's make it enjoyable for you. And I think what Watcher said, I think 2 years ago, was that World of Warcraft is over 10 years old now. And that means that the people that started playing World of Warcraft have been playing this game for 10 years as well. And, you know, the fans from back then, we all grew up. We're also 10 years older. And our lives have upgraded as well. So we're not 16, we might be 26. We're not 23, we might be 33. Which means that the requirements of our lives and how much time we can afford and put into gaming has changed. And so to him it was naturally, and to him it was obvious that the game has to follow suit. So he says, okay, all those people that have been, you know, playing this game for 10 years, they're now at a different place. They might have kids, they have jobs, they have obligations. And as such, for those players, the game needs to fit their lifestyle and not the other way around. And of course, there should be enough to do for those that can spend the time on the game, but it should be an enjoyable experience for all those that like to still, you know, pay the 11 to 13 bucks a month to play the game. Oh, finally.
Sniveling pig. Target mute. You are wise to depart.
Close. Yes, and I aggroed the rest of them as well. Wonderful! So where's he at? I don't know. Over there? I don't know. Is Sandpiper. This is nice. This reminds me just a bit of Vashir. Or Vashir? I don't know. Yeah, but no way to buckle up on my seahorse. That was number one. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my wonderful cat who, after months of not doing this, apparently decided it was a great idea to jump on my computer and land with his feet directly on the power button, which automatically quit World of Warcraft. Unfortunately, there was some program, namely OBS streaming, that kept Windows from shutting down completely. So, problem is that everything else was shut down automatically. So, yeah. Give me a second to restart all this. Alright, that took a bit longer than expected. But hopefully I haven't died, but chances of that are quite slim. Oh my, I survived. So onwards. This is actually something I noticed in Legion in quite a few places, that Blizzard went to extra lengths to make the underwater world quite appealing. So it's not just some you know, underwater some plants or something. So they actually went into the trouble of creating all these underwater worlds with, you know, see here ruins and
The light endures.
caves. Lots of different underwater plants and plant life actually, so. In a sense, they continue the tradition of Ashir. Which is a nice touch, really. So where's the command I'm looking for? Oh. That's her.
Beware.
Yes, of course, the more the merrier. Finally! What a bunch of work. Brokenly superior. I like. Now I just need to put some haste on it. That one. So let's see what's in here. Probably not one of the commanders, but maybe something else. No. Not even a chest. That's a bummer.
I cleanse this world.
Apparently his personal guard can't swim, so...
Beware.
The vicious whale shark. 36 million is a bit too much for me, but good to know that he's here.
Begone!
Ugh. Really? I have to say, by the way, that the collector's edition pet from Legion is underwhelming in a certain regard. I mean, it is well done, but you know, the problem is that its animations look weird. It looks as if it's sliding over its run animation. And it's hopping in a very weird way, and you can't even fly with it. And, you know, it's like... it's a nice touch. But it's underwhelming, and I, for one, I would expect if I get the collector's edition that the collector's edition pad is on par with the better pads that this game has to offer. So apparently I'm mistaken. Well played, Sashtar. So apparently I killed the leaders. Oh god, of course the quest log is full. So apparently I killed the leaders of a clan. Not for her, but for a Naga who wanted them to be weakened. Well played. Mm-hmm.
incarnate.
Of course another quest, because I don't have slots in my quest slot open anymore. So, what to give up? How about this?
Defend the light.
Okay, that's that.
I cleanse this world. I am light incarnate.
Oh, well. Who doesn't like bombing run missions? So, I hope I will be about done with the underwater missions. For as much as I like the variety of those, you know...
Sniveling pig.
I hate fighting Naga. So, collect a piece of needle coral. And then rescue 5 captured Rakul in Azure Regal Bay. And even more. Ugh. Yes, of course. Quest log is full. So, one thing I'll do is I'll be going back to finish all these other quests to free up my quest log again. Oh, come on.
Virganak! And don't come back! You are wise to depart!
So let's sell some of the crap again.
Wares.
There we go.
Many farewells.
And he has another quest for me. Of course he does. Oh, he has 2. Ugh.
And don't come back! Olaf, Yargin!
There we go.
spit on you! Away!
I can't seem to find this Sea Warden this quest speaks about. Oh, there he is.
Sniveling pig! Target milk!
So here's the funny thing about islands in World of Warcraft. Whenever there's an island off coast, you know, something that looks really enticing, you know, there's something where you'd say, you know, this is interesting, I can see it from here, but there's no obvious way to go there. I wonder what there is. So naturally you're curious. Well, the laws of World of Warcraft say that in that case it's usually an island where only elite mobs reside. So if you go there unprepared or too low a level, you will be insta-killed by the elite mobs over there. And don't argue with me, because that's more or less a law.
We fight for the light.
So, was that really all? in this area. Looks like it. So let's quickly explore the other islands.
I'm out of range.
So nothing in here. Well, apparently these islands are non-specific, so even if you're right around them, there's nothing to explore.
Beware.
Even this one is uninteresting.
back foreign! You are wise to depart! Begone!
So, I guess that's it for this quest line. So I think I will now finish the quest there. Finish some quests. Also finish the Warden World Quest to get the rewards for it, and then I will call it a day.
Who goes there?
I shall dispose of you, lowborn!
That wasn't smart by all accounts, so you have to be careful if you're inside. God damn it. Inside the city, if you put on your masquerade to not walk close to these wardens, which is precisely what I did. So yeah.
must hold them here.
It has to be said, by the way, if you haven't taken in the visual prowess of this city, I mean, it's immense. I don't know if it is actually the biggest city that Blizzard ever created for World of Warcraft. Because it is
Something's not quite.
absolutely huge. But it's definitely up there with the biggest cities.
Something's not quite.
The
Our enemies outnumber us. We have need of your skills.
The primary problem, or it's not a problem per se with the city, is that it's more or less an area that is flavor, so it adds flavor to the zone, and it adds flavor to the lore. But it doesn't serve a function. There's nothing here. You see there. At least not a function for the play. Everything has its function. So you have the harbor, so of course you have ships around, and this must have been an immense amount of work, because whoever was the lead designer on this, he had to design the architecture of the city. That is, where does anything belong? How do the quarters look like? How do we texture them? All these things, you know, what are the doodads? What are the little things that need to be placed everywhere? It's immense.
Greetings.
Yeah, but I don't feel like killing him right now, so... Especially because I can't find him. Look at this, that's still around up there. See this? There's a chest. To get that chest, you have to kill that demon and these other two guys. One, oh yeah. It will be quite a lot of work.
Something's not quite right.
Yes? Behold, Suramar, our haven, our sanctuary, our prison. Elisan and the Legion seek to bring us to heel, through fear, through hunger. The flame of the Shal'Dorei flickers. We must reignite it. We must stir the noble hearts of my people. You must show them that Azeroth has not forsaken them. Greetings. Farewell. The people will rise.
So, she's sending me into the city that I already ventured in. Nice touch. So, but as I said, I just wanted to finish these two quests I have there. So, let's make haste. Does he have a beacon? Nope. Very well. Unpowered telemancy beacon. That's below me. Ah, not tonight. Nope. So here's one.
Asturas Denil.
Astoros Danil. Stars guide you.
I will get to that later. So where's the next quest? Over there.
Each of my pieces is impeccable, even the ones made by my apprentice. Do return soon, perhaps as a
Thank
customer.
you. Ugh, God, no. I will port back to Dalaran. There we go. And fly straight back to the Wardens. There we go.
Till next week.
So 3.5 hours later, I don't feel like I achieved much. So, which is not true. I finished 2 full quest lines in Suramar, and on the side killed 1 world boss. Finished, I think, 2. 2 world quest factions. So 1 is only open. There are only 3 quests left. So that's decent, I guess. And I'm close to leveling up my artifact again, which would mean 2 artifact level ups in 1 evening. Which isn't too shabby either. Oh, that was not enough. 167 artifact power. No, I don't think I have anything that will close the gap.
I am honored.
So back to Dalaran it is. I think I will port back to Saruman. And we'll call it a night.
The night well calls to me. We are only as strong as our will.
You may speak.
So yeah, that's it for me for tonight. As I said, over 3.5 hours of World of Warcraft. I think that's enough for tonight. Thank you for watching, whoever tuned in. And until next time, I think I will focus on playing World of Warcraft for the foreseeable future. Maybe a bit of Overwatch on the side, but I think for now, until I've finished all the quest lines in Suramar and finish the priest and order hall quest, I think that's more or less what I will focus on. So without further ado, wish you good night, and that's it from me.